Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about whether the earth is indeed round or flat. Is the earth flat as some people believe, or is it round? Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Okay, so what does the Bible actually say about the earth? Well, surprisingly, the Bible actually doesn't have much to say about whether the earth is flat or round. It doesn't give a confirmation for either one of these arguments. However, there are several statements like the four corners of the earth recorded in the Bible. And this is why a lot of people get confused as to whether the earth is indeed flat or round. Additionally, not only does the Bible make references to the four corners of the earth, it actually talks about pillars, four pillars of the earth. So many people believe that the earth is indeed flat. But we have to be careful because this is just figurative language. It's just a way of God expressing himself in a way that humans can understand. Oftentimes, God will say to Israel that they are a stiff-necked people. This does not actually mean that they have stiff necks in reality. It's just a way of God expressing how stubborn Israel can actually be. So likewise, when the Bible talks about four corners of the earth, or when it talks about pillars of the earth, don't take it literally. It's just an expression. So trust me when I say that the Bible does not actually give us a conclusive answer whether the earth is flat or round. And the reason it does this is because the truth is obvious. When the truth is so obvious, the Bible does not need to give us an answer. So if we can't use the Bible to understand if the earth is flat or round, what can we use? Well, we can use common sense. Common sense doesn't fail us because it's very obvious whether the earth is flat or round. So let's use logic to understand the truth of the matter. Number one, we have satellite cameras. Satellite cameras that tell us whether the earth is flat or round. How many times have you gone on Google and seen an earth that was flat? Not many, because these cameras can't lie. Even if a man might lie to you, the Bible says, let man be liars, but God remains faithful. These cameras in space cannot lie to you because they capture only what they see, which is that the earth is round. The earth is round. You never see pictures of the earth being flat. And there is a reason for that. Because if the earth was flat, these cameras will capture the earth as being flat. So don't listen to all these people telling you that the earth is flat when the cameras are giving you video evidence to show you that the earth is round. Number two is that if the earth was flat, we would find bodies of humans out in space a lot. We only see asteroids, we see other planets, but we don't see a lot of human bodies floating around in space. Because think about this, if the earth was flat, a lot of people will be falling off the earth all the time, and these cameras that are in space will be capturing bodies floating around. We never see random bodies floating around, or we don't see ships floating around. If the earth was flat, we should see ships falling over the edge and falling out into outer space. But the truth of the matter is we don't see this because the earth is not flat. Consider this. If a body dies, it decays and becomes a skeleton. How many times have you seen a skeleton floating out in space? None. Not one time has anybody captured a skeleton floating in space because the earth is round. Number three, phone cameras. Everybody has a video phone on them. Nowadays, we can capture anything that we find interesting on a smartphone easily. And we have Instagram and other platforms that we can send it to. So therefore, if somebody came across the ends of the earth, wouldn't they capture it on a smartphone and try to show it off to their friends or to their family or to the rest of the world? You know, that would make an amazing Instagram picture and scientists would be all over it. But the fact that no real scientist is coming forth to explain to you that the earth is flat is indicative that they know that the earth is round. Number four is time zones. And we each live on different parts of the earth. And in one part of the earth, it can be sunny and bright, but in another part of the earth, it's dark and miserable. And the fact of the matter is the sun shines only on one part of the earth at one time. And as a result, different parts of the earth have different time zones because everybody wants to have some sunshine when they wake up in the morning. Each country wants to maximize its access to sunlight. That's why we have different time zones. It could be 3 p.m. where I am. It could be 10 a.m. where you are. Number five, look at other planets. Look at other planets. What do we understand from looking at other planets? Have you ever seen a planet that was flat? Ever? Has there ever been a discovery of a flat planet? Every planet that we've ever found, you will see that they've all been spherical in shape. We've never had a triangular planet. We've never had a rectangular planet. We've never had any other shape. It's always one type of shape, and that is spherical. Additionally, in recent years, we found many planets that are very Earth-like. And they're Earth-like because they have water and they have the same kind of atmosphere. And what do we see about these planets? They are spherical. They are shaped like round balls, and they look just like the Earth, indicating that the Earth itself is round in shape. And finally, number 5, you're only going to get this from me. Nobody else is going to tell you this. And that is the bottomless pit reality. The reality of the bottomless pit. Let me explain what I'm talking about. Now, we know that hell is located at the Earth's core. Right at the center of the Earth is called the bottomless pit. In previous videos, I've talked about the compartments in hell. And one of the compartments in hell is called the abyss or the bottomless pit. Why is it called the bottomless pit? Because this compartment in hell does not have a bottom. If you look at the picture that I'm showing you on the screen, some of you should be able to figure it out. If you look at the sphere, you'd be hard pressed to see where the bottom is. So if you still can't understand what I'm talking about, let me explain it to you using a piece of paper. But before I do that, let me again reiterate that the Bible expresses to us that hell is at the center of the earth. So if hell is at the center of the earth and the earth was flat, this is what hell itself would look like. Hell would be flat. And if hell is flat and you're a human in hell, when you jump up, the gravity will pull you down. Therefore, hell could not be called a bottomless pit because when you jump up, gravity will pull you down. This becomes the bottom. This is the bottom. But if again, like we've said, that the earth is round and then therefore hell itself is round, then if you are in hell, you're going to have gravity pulling you upwards. You're going to have gravity pulling you downwards. You're going to have gravity pulling you to the left and to the right because gravity will pull you from all sides, making this a bottomless pit. That's why the Bible says that there's no rest for those who are wicked because there's no place to recline upon. They're simply floating around in this place called hell. Hell is shaped like a sphere because the earth itself is shaped like a sphere. That's one of the most indicative realities that the Bible can give us. Again, nobody else is going to tell you this. I'm the only one that's going to tell you this, and hopefully you've learned something new in this video. In the scriptures, it says it is the wisdom of God to hide a thing. God likes to hide these things because when it's so explicit and it's so obvious, he uses other ways to show us what the truth is. He doesn't have to tell us whether the earth is round or flat, because when he's talking about hell, which is in the earth, and talking about how hell is a bottomless pit, we have to use our common sense to come to the conclusion that earth has to be round, just like hell itself is round. Anyways, thank you for clicking on this video. Please share it to other people. Show this to anybody that believes in a flat earth. And until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one.